Mr. Smith's Art Room for Kids first started in July of 2019. I first started to use fables like the Three Little Pigs, Ugly Duckling, things of that nature as my inspiration for creating videos. Then I started doing some of the things that I did in the classroom. I also use literature.
Hey, boys and girls, would you like to learn how to draw my friend? His name is Clumsy Crab, and all you have to do is just watch.
Which I find to be a great springboard for children. And then sometimes there's popular stuff that I bring into the classroom too that is very easy to change and relate to stuff I do on the channels, like the Among Us paper bag puppets. Mixed Up Chameleon, Elmer the Patchwork Elephant. I love teaching kids how to do puppets. Pete the Cat was a total surprise to me, but I found that many kids love Pete the Cat. Then I love the story of the Great Pumpkin, and Roblox Golden Unicorn is something from popular gameplay. But one thing kids love, especially my little girls, they love unicorns. So I decided to put a unicorn and a pumpkin together. Then there's the old fable of the gingerbread man.
I'm Mr. Smith's friend. You can't catch me. I'm so fast. It's like 1, 2, 3. You look to the left, you look to the right. I'm gone. I'm out of sight.
Well, I love creating art inspired by famous artists, and Picasso is one of the most famous artists, and my mother gave me a book on Picasso when I was just a child. Dale Chihuly is one of my favorite artists, and I was so inspired to do a painting about one of his glass sculptures. I love flowers. I love abstract painting, especially by Jackson Pollock. Frida Kahlo, famous Mexican artist. I love her work.
Hey, boys and girls, would you like to learn how to draw like the artist Keith Haring? Just watch.
More too. African artist, beautiful water woman sculpture in the Baltimore Museum of Art. I've been inspired to look at artwork from around the world, the Easter Island heads, Christ the Redeemer in Brazil. I spent time in China, and there I got to see all these different opera masks. I went to some of the palaces and I saw these Chinese unicorns, and of course dragons are everywhere. They are a symbol of good luck. I also am crazy about Day of the Dead sugar skulls, and I love Cinco de Mayo, and not just for the guacamole and the tacos. Love all the images from it. Oaxaca is a city in Mexico, and they make fantastic folk art. Then my channel, I do a lot of holiday art as far as the Easter Bunny, and I like to give the history about it too. And around in my house, Thanksgiving is a big holiday, so I had to do a painting of a Thanksgiving turkey. And then my kids at school, they were so crazy about Among Us, and they love Elf on the Shelf, so I had to do an Among Us elf. Now, I must always give credit to our fallen Americans, our fallen soldiers, by doing a Memorial Day piece. We're back to Among Us Christmas decor. And then I had fun making these shaving cream Easter eggs. They were so easy to make. Now, I had about 10 pumpkins last year, and I decorated them all. My favorite reindeer of all. Mother's Day is a great day. I always celebrate MLK Day. We're back to our wonderful Procreate Easter eggs. And Earth Day is a day that you should never forget. Holidays are filled with so many different things. And I love creating artwork expressing these holidays. But I also love flower art. Whether it's abstract, it's digital, whether I'm using pastels to make something, or whether I'm painting and doing drip and splash paint. I love flowers. Always have loved flowers. And I think I could have a channel just about flower art. The Easter lily, such a wonderful symbol of that day. We must also give tribute to all our fallen heroes: Chadwick Boseman, RGB, Harriet Tubman, and Frederick Douglass. All gone before their time. Now, I had the pleasure of getting my first iPad in 2020, and I went crazy doing all kind of digital art, and I'm still doing it. And I'm finding out that I've been missing out on so much for so long. I got to create my mixed up chameleon. He was one of the first pieces that I did using digital art. Had a great time with him. And then one of the last pieces that I created was my pumpkin unicorn, that I did a mix of a pumpkin and a unicorn together, and it was just a perfect mix of the round shape of the pumpkin and the horns and everything else. It looks like both. Then I'm back to Picasso again, because I am crazy for Picasso, and I like pandas too. There's something majestic about peacocks. I don't know what it is. Now, I hear that the sounds that come out their mouths are a little disturbing, but I had a wonderful time creating this video on peacocks. But then came Easter and the history of the Easter bunny, and what I could do digitally, I could never do by hand. And then I created these Easter eggs. And next thing you know, I'm working on a sugar skull, same way. My Roblox golden unicorn was another digital creation. And then I had fun creating these gators. It was something we did in class with the kids, and it just took off for YouTube. Then I had this idea: what about creating a piggy bank for Bitcoin? And that was fun. And then one of the things I always do is teach kids how to make birthday cakes. So I had to make a digital birthday cake. Well, last year there's this sculpture that I used to have in my house when I was younger, and I asked my mother if I could borrow it. And from this sculpture, from this work of art, wooden work of art, abstract sculpture, I created a digital piece. And it was one of my first digital pieces, and it just turned out great, and turned out to be a fantastic video, and everybody liked it. Now, the last thing I'm going to do, something a little different. I created a meditation video with abstract shapes and digital flowing shapes and lines and symbols. And this was the first time for me to try to do a relaxation video. But it turned out really nice. I got a lot of great response. I hope that you stop by to check out what I'm doing at Mr. Smith's Art Room for Kids. It's not just for kids. It's for kids of all ages. young, old, and in between. I'm sure I have over 100 videos. I'm sure you'll find something you like. I try to put out a video each Sunday. I try to have at least 2 kids videos per month that I make. The other videos are for 13 and older. Lately I've been doing a lot using Procreate on the iPad and putting out tutorials for that. So if you're interested in that, it's a great place to be. But I'm still also going to do some artwork by hand. So I just want to tell you, stop by, check me out. I think you'll enjoy Mr. Smith's Art Room for Kids.